So the report came out that teams have been reaching out to the Patriots about potentially trading for N'Keal Harry. He has been a disappointment. I believe he was injured for most of the season his rookie year. Last year was all right, but it wasn't very good. Showcase for a first-round pick receiver. So, I mean, I got to assume that the most a team is willing to spend at most is a fourth. I would assume he goes for a fifth or later. I mean, he still has potential. He's still on a rookie deal. It'll be a few mil a season. I think for a team that probably wants to have a young guy who has high potential, you go there maybe trying to think of
Tampa Bay.
No, Tampa Bay's not going to trade for him. That's a bad spot.
Can you imagine?
The Packers. The Packers would be a good spot because he doesn't have to compete for the number one spot. He can compete for number two.
What about the Chiefs?
Sure, I'm okay with that.
I'm thinking.
I mean, they have to improve.
A team that needs a weapon that's looking to win, like maybe the Bills can.
It's still a gamble.
Yeah, well, of course.
Which reminds me, we'll talk about maybe the Bills go after. Imagine if they went and got Galladay.
I mean, they could.
I don't think they will, but they're gonna have to pay Josh Allen after the season. Probably.
I do got a surprise team on the Galladay.
I think it's the Colts, but.
That is not that's not my. That's not.
No, I think
so too. But I got a dark horse. But we'll bring that up in a
bit. Any thoughts on N'Keal Harry?
I just think he needs to probably go to a team that has a quarterback that's extremely good. I think he needs to go to a really good system. I think it would help if he could stay on the field, obviously. But I just want to see him have a chance.
Consistency.
I want to see more consistency out of him. I want to see him flourish.
It's kind of tough. Look, he kind of played with Tom Brady, but then was injured most of the season. He didn't really get to, learn within playing the season, having an off season, stuff like that for his first year.
The only reason I brought up the Bucs was because I know they're not bringing an AB back, and maybe I don't know. We could see.
What was the report? That Tom Brady we could talk about that later.
Yeah.
Tom Brady wants the Bucs to trade for Odell Beckham.
Yeah. No, not happening.
I mean, it could happen.
I think it's fake, but I think the report itself is fake.
But we'll talk about that after here. Do you have anything else on N'Keal before we move on?
I'll just say on that what you just left on right now with the Odell thing, the league would not.
They would allow it.
I mean, they would allow it, but I don't. The backlash on social media would not be great. But
for who?
If Odell, they'd be stacking up the team. I mean,
that's fine. I mean, I don't think they can. It's gonna be tough to work that contract onto their team. So I don't think it'll happen.
But that's what I'm saying. If it does happen, people are
if
gonna
Odell
start
got
getting very
cut,
skeptical.
If let's say for whatever reason the Browns weren't able to trade him. And they just straight up cut him, which I don't think will happen.
I don't think they would do that.
Then I could see him signing like a 1 year.
Oh no, of course. If he gets cut, then all bets are out. But I think the trade makes little to no sense.
I mean, Adele is coming off an ACL tear.
He
hasn't really been anything since his first few seasons with the Giants. I mean, it's just that the name and his special catches that he had his first rookie season was basically has. I mean, he's been nothing.
No, he hasn't been anything special.
I wouldn't trade for him with his contract.
I take everything I said back. Let him go there because he's a headache, and every team he seems to go to seems to blow up.
I think. Look, if you look at AB, I mean, he is probably not going to re-sign there because, I mean, he's probably going to try to get one last pay. But I don't know who's going to sign him.
If I were him, I'd just retire. Just be lucky you got on a team.
No, I think AB.
Lucky you got on a team. Get a.
I think he should at least try to get one decent sized contract. I don't know who's signing him more than a 2-year deal. It'll probably be a 1-year deal where he goes.
I have no idea who's signing him.
I think there's teams. Look,
there's teams that need wide receivers.
He does have some legal issues still,
but you know what comes with them. It would take. Maybe the Packers, maybe the Chiefs.
Seahawks.
It would take a team that has a good locker room to sign.
I gotta think the Seahawks, if they tried it, let's say they try to at least fix it with Wilson, go get a guy he has been wanting.
Weren't the Seahawks brought up with AB last year before he signed?
Yeah, Russell. So last year, before the season started, he was working out with Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson was basically saying he wants the Seahawks to go sign him, and he ended up going there. So that's why the rumors started pushing that last season that he's probably going to sign with the Seahawks. Didn't happen.
Yep.
I mean, how much? He can't cost much.
No. Probably like 4 or 5 million, maybe.
Maybe a little more. Maybe, like 7.
Maybe 7. Yeah.
I can't imagine you're giving a lot of guarantees.
You're not giving him double. You're not giving him double digits.
No, I wouldn't. I would rather go sign. There's a lot of receivers in free agency, so
I would agree.